Imagine standing at the front of a noisy coffee shop line. The barista asks for your order, and suddenly your mind just goes blank. You know what to drink, but the English words for amounts are swirling in your head. Do you ask, how much coffees, or how many coffee? And what about the crowd? Are there much people or many people waiting behind you? If you have ever felt this panic, take a deep breath. These quantity words are a notorious stumbling block for almost everyone learning English. Instead of memorizing a giant dictionary of rules to get this right, you can simply learn how to split the world into two distinct categories. Choosing the right word comes down to a simple categorization, identifying if an object is something you can count individually or an inseparable mass. To figure out which side of the line a word belongs on, we use the 1, 2, 3 test. The mechanics are incredibly simple. Just place the numbers 1, 2, and 3 in front of the noun and read it out loud in your head. Let's try it with our apple. We say 1 apple, 2 apples, 3 apples. Your ear instantly recognizes that this sounds completely normal. Because that sequence is logical and easy to say, this word is officially categorized as countable. Countable things all share one specific trait. They have distinct individual shapes that you can physically separate from one another. Once a word passes the test, your grammar rules are set. Whenever you have a large amount of these countable items, you use the word many, and when you only have a small number of them, you use the word few. If you can pull the items apart and number them one by one, many and few are the exact words you need to use. Now let's look at the other side of the board. This is for things that lack a defined individual shape. Let's run our exact same 1, 2, 3 test on water to see what happens. 1 water, 2 waters, 3 waters. Your ear should immediately tell you that something is wrong. The test fails because water doesn't have a built-in boundary. It is a continuous, pooling mass, which makes it officially uncountable. For large amounts of an uncountable mass, you use the word much, and for tiny amounts of that same mass, you use the word little. Liquids, powders, and abstract ideas all follow this pattern. Because you cannot separate them into numbered pieces, they require much and little. This test is especially helpful for words that seem similar but behave differently. Let's look at a physical dollar versus the idea of money. If we try $1, $2, the test passes. A dollar is a physical object you can hold, so we ask, how many dollars? But try the other word, 1 money, 2 monies. That sounds strange. Money is a broad, uncountable concept of wealth, so we ask, how much money? We see this all the time. You can count individual physical cars on the highway, so there are many cars. But the flowing stream of them is traffic, an uncountable mass, so there is much traffic. Of course, stopping to do this mental test in the middle of a fast-paced conversation can still make you freeze up. If the conversation is moving too fast for the test, the phrases a lot of and some act as universal quantity words. When panic sets in, a lot of and some are completely safe grammatical harbors that work perfectly for both separate apples and pooling water. Let's return to that busy counter from earlier, this time with a plan for those tricky quantity words. The barista asks if you want milk in your drink. In your head, you quickly run the test. 1 milk, 2 milks. It fails. Milk is a pouring mass, making it uncountable. Knowing all this, you can look right at the barista and confidently say, just a little milk, please. The next time you find yourself stuck, just run the 1, 2, 3 test. Figure out if you are looking at individual objects or a shapeless mass. Pick your word and speak with confidence. Now it's your turn to practice. Try running the test on the word luggage. Do we say many luggage or much luggage? Let us know your answer and how you figured it out in the comments below.